What's going on, everyone? Garnet Walters here. I hope that you're having a good day. I hope that you're safe. This video is about a question that I was asked in the previous video. So in the previous video, I was talking about how much time do you need to practice. You can check that video out, when you get the chance. But in this video, I'm going to answer the question, so what do you practice? You could split this up into different categories. So, the first category would be like technique. So you'd be working on your scales, right? You do something like that. And I would suggest, practicing in one key a day or maybe two. So like, and I say two because I found this really interesting, concept where you practice in one key, like I'm in C. Right? I will practice its tritone, which is F sharp. Alright, so I would do that. I would do that with the major keys, harmonic minor, melodic minor, and diminished scales and stuff. I would also do like handing. So you like hand number one. I would do that in C, do that in E, not in E, and F sharp. Right? So it's whatever you want to work on that'll help out your technique. Yeah, so you can do that. And it's warming up your fingers. You can do like arpeggios also. Right? And I would do it a lot slower too, again, because you want to be mindful of how your body feels and where your mind is at also. And I talked about that in the last video too. The next thing is working on harmony. So you're working on your chords. So major seven chords, right? Or major triad. Right? Do things like that, and just going over whatever chords and then working on different chord progressions. Now, you don't have to limit this to one specific key. Like, you can just take it in different keys, so you can do something like... You can do something like that. But as long as you're working on your harmony, you can work on different voicings, you can also work on, how one note goes to another note, just checking out how chords move. So working on harmony and stuff like that is important. And I think the next thing would be repertoire, right? So primarily you want to work on stuff that you don't know, that you're trying to improve on. So whatever genre I believe that you're working on, whether it's classical or whatever, jazz, gospel, whatever it is, you want to work on the songs that you don't know, because that's going to take up the most time, right? So you work on songs that you don't know, and that's where the scales and the warm-ups and the doing the harmony thing comes in, because it helps to help you figure out what's going on in the song that you're learning. Yeah, so you want to work on that. And then you also want to spend time with some old songs that some old repertoire, because you want to keep that fresh just in case, you might need to play it somewhere. Again, it doesn't matter the genre, but it's just also having it, in the back of your mind, or having it in the vault. So whenever you're ready, it'll be there. Oh, yes. The other thing you also want to work on, you want to work on improvisation. So being able to solo, or, just come up with other ideas on the spot, So sometimes you can take a note and then just see what chords with it and stuff like that. And just coming up with, really cool lines and really cool chord progressions. Just being able to be creative. That's the other thing. Because that's what improv is about. It's about being creative and just stretching out the boundaries and stuff. Oh, let me not forget this. In all of this, between the scales and the harmony and, the learning of new repertoire and revisiting old repertoire and the improvisation, ear training is really important. So you get the ear training by listening to music. And I guess it ties in with repertoire, but I think ear training, I think it's more focused because there's a specific thing that you want to get, like outside of repertoire. I mean, it could work with repertoire too, but outside of the repertoire stuff, like you could listen to something on streaming radio on Apple Music or something, and you're like, oh, I want to learn that, and you take whatever it is and you try and figure it out, and you're using your ears to figure out what you heard, and then after doing that, trying to take it and manipulate it and turn it into whatever you want. So, is that it? No. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll break it down one more time. So it's, technique. You want to work on harmony. You want to work on, new repertoire, revisit old repertoire, do improvisation, and then do ear training, because ear training encompasses all 5 of those things. So I hope that this helps. And, this is just a principle. It's not like a rule. You can take, what you want from it and suit it to however it works for you. But I think in some way, shape, or form, these happen to be common amongst, musicians and stuff. So, again, I hope that this helps. And you can check out my social media. That's going to be in the description. I'm on TikTok now. That will be in the description too. And I hope that this helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to write something in the comments, or you can send me an email or something. All right. Peace.